Right now at noon, an investigation is underway in Minnesota after police are accused of shooting and killing a man. And the attorney for Derek Chauvin is asking the judge to sequester the jury. How the judge is responding.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Protesters clashed with police in Minnesota last night after the death of a young man following a traffic stop. Family says Dante Wright was killed by police. The 20-year-old allegedly drove away when police officers tried to arrest him on an outstanding warrant. One officer fired a shot at the car and hit Wright, who allegedly continued driving several blocks before hitting another car. Wright died at the scene. No one else was seriously injured. His mother, Katie Wright, says Dante called her right before the incident.
That he was getting pulled over by the police, and I said, well, why did you get pulled over? He said they pulled him over because he had air fresheners hanging from the rearview mirror. He didn't deserve to be shot and killed like this.
Police are investigating and say dash and body cameras appear to have been activated at the time. Police are about to hold a news conference about the shooting. We'll be streaming that live on channel3000.com. The shooting took place just 15 miles from where George Floyd was killed by Minneapolis police last May as the murder trial of Derek Chauvin continues. Today, the judge refused a defense request to sequester the jury the morning after the death of a young black man during a traffic stop triggered unrest in the suburbs just outside Minneapolis. The request came from the attorney for former Officer Derek Chauvin. He argued that the jurors could be influenced by the prospect of what might happen as the result of their verdict.
Not a big surprise that there's now civil unrest in response to this case, but I don't think that should heighten the jurors' concern. I think it's probably the same as it was before. They all have a concern that they expressed and were very honest about. And so I'm not going to sequester them. We'll sequester them on Monday when we anticipate doing closings.
Last week, expert medical witnesses took the stand in Chauvin's trial. A cooler start to the work week. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warm forecast. At least the sun is out.
Yeah, the sun is a nice change today after a very dreary weekend across southern Wisconsin. Take a live look from our WIC-TV sky camera outside this afternoon. We're seeing some blue sky there. Clouds have been streaming in from the west, though. Here's a look at weather track. You'll see that hole in the cloud cover that was across south central Wisconsin is now moving into the southeastern corner of the state. So look for a few more clouds heading through the rest of the day. Any chances for rain are going to be in our far northern viewing areas today. Temperatures are warmest here in Madison and Janesville, where we've had sunshine the longest. We're already in the mid to upper 50s here, while Prairie du Chien is still in the upper 40s. Here's a look at our temperatures over the next 12 hours. In Madison, we'll climb just a couple of degrees yet to highs in the upper 50s. That's right about normal for this time of the year. But we're not going to be normal marks starting tomorrow. I'll talk about a cool down coming up in Maine weather.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Hattie. Fitchburg police are looking for a man who reportedly fired shots at two people Sunday night. Witnesses told officers they saw the man firing at two people who were running away near the 3300 block of Leopold Way. Police found shell casings in the area. Officers said no one was injured during the incident. Anyone with information regarding the incident asked to call the Fitchburg Police Department. Nearly 1/4 of Wisconsinites have completed the vaccine series. That's over 1.4 million residents. Over 37%, or about 2.175 million residents, have received at least one shot. And in Dane County, almost 32% of the population is fully vaccinated. The U.S. set a new one-day record for vaccine shots delivered this weekend. The White House's senior COVID response advisor tweeted 4.6 million doses were administered Saturday alone. Michigan, which has seen the country's biggest surge in new cases, is asking for more vaccines to be diverted to the state. But the Biden administration said Friday it will not surge doses to states' hotspots.
The fair and equitable way to distribute the vaccine is based on the adult population by state, tribe, and territory. That's how it's been done, and we will continue to do so.
The CDC says the rise in cases in the upper Midwest can be traced to the variant first detected in the UK and is being spread more easily among school-aged children, especially those taking part in sports. Facebook is rolling out notifications to alert all users about vaccine eligibility in their state. The company said the alerts will be found at the top of news feeds now that vaccination appointments are open to more age groups. Facebook has been showing vaccine notifications to users 65 and older since February. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. What plans UW officials have for campus upgrades after a concrete slab fell from the UW System headquarters building. That's next at noon.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry, now offering complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling with 0% financing. Everything you need to finish your dream project. Vote RHD Plumbing for Best of Madison, Best Plumber.
Who doesn't want more? Right now at Steinhafels, the more you buy, the more you save. Start with 35% off store-wide. Then take an extra $100 off when you spend $19.99, $200 off at $29.99, or $300 off at $39.99. Get your patio set for spring and save big with savings up to 50% off. Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Not all replacement windows are the same. Take a look at our new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City Windows. We're talking about high-performance windows that insulate like walls. They're going to keep the cold out and the heat out in the summertime. That's because of our Sky Mirror technology with layers of low E that give your home an energy upgrade. Remember, we're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now would be a great time to take advantage of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 on a house full of new windows, interest-free financing for 2 years, and a $100 gift card with purchase. But act now, and we're going to double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Call during this program and double your gift from a $25 to a $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Reliable, honest, dedicated. Proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. Vote RHD Plumbing for Best of Madison, Best Plumber. Vote at rhdplumbing.com today.
Well, new at noon, UW-Madison leadership says it's time for some campus upgrades after a concrete slab fell off Van Nuys Hall last week. Governor Tony Evers is making sure that gets fixed right away, but it's not the only building that needs some work. Chancellor Rebecca Blank and UW System President Tommy Thompson says the Humanities Building needs at least $70 million in deferred maintenance, which the university says would not be a good investment. So instead, they want to tear it down and build something new. To do that, they're asking the legislature to include $65 million plus $100 million for a new engineering building in the state capital budget.
This is our future. This is not some chancellor or some acting president that's coming up here wanting to spend money. We want to build the Capitol. We want to build the campus. We want to build the state. In order to do that, we need some collaboration and some understanding.
The other funding would come from gifts and grants. If the legislature approves it, the projects would be completed by the end of 2025. Britain is in a week of national mourning to honor the life of Prince Philip, the Queen's husband, who died on Friday at the age of 99. Queen Elizabeth is in seclusion, describing the loss of Prince Philip as a huge void in her life. The funeral will be held on Saturday at St. George Chapel at Windsor Castle. The palace had intended to invite around 800 people, but because of COVID restrictions, just 30 will attend. Prince Harry will be among them. He flew back to the UK from California, but Meghan's pregnancy means she won't be joining him. Take a look at Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 43 points. The NASDAQ off 39, and the S&P 500 down almost a half a point. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a cooler start to this Monday. What's in store for the rest of the week? Meteorologist Hattie McLean will let us know ahead in your first warn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, the night starts with The Neighborhood, followed by Bob Hart's Abishola. Then it's time for drama with All Rise and Bull. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call us today for a free consultation. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Make cleaning a breeze with Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City Windows. And here's why. Our innovative CertaForce balance system provides easy lift action backed with a lifetime warranty. You're going to love our windows.
These new windows, the full screens, they're already up. It's convenient. The double hungs are very nice. There's a nice glide. There's no cranky sound coming up.
Why don't you call now during our spring blowout sale? Save $1,000 on a house full of new windows, interest-free financing for 2 years, $100 gift card with purchase. But act now, and we're going to double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Call during this program. We're going to double your gift with estimate from a $25 to a $50 Walmart gift card. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Have you heard of nuts.com? It's the best kept secret of savvy snackers all over the country. Incredible nuts, dried fruits, organic snacks, and gluten-free treats. There's something for everyone to love, including free shipping with your first order.
Best pistachios ever.
Love the dried peaches.
White chocolate toffee cashews are awesome.
The holy grail of honey sesame sticks.
The quality has made me a customer for life. With so much to love and free shipping with your first order, check out nuts.com.
Serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call us today for a free consultation. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Tuesday morning, we'll take you to Madison College for an inside look at the Early Learning Center and the positive impact it's having on area families. Join us Tuesday morning for News 3 Now this morning.
When weather turns treacherous, seconds can save lives. Meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky breaks down the severe weather technology you need to protect you, your family, and your property. It's Severe Weather Awareness Week. Are you prepared? Tonight on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We have some breaking news as Minnesota officials are releasing police body cam footage less than 24 hours after a fatal shooting in Brooklyn Center yesterday, a suburb of Minneapolis. Here's a live look as officers say 20-year-old Dante Wright allegedly drove away when police officers tried to arrest him on an outstanding warrant. One officer fired a shot at the car and hit Wright, who allegedly continued driving several blocks before hitting another car. Officials now say that the officer who shot Wright meant to draw his taser instead of his handgun. Independent investigations are underway. You can watch the full news conference right now on channel3000.com. Let's check in now with Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report on this sunnier Monday.
Yep, it's better than I expected. I'm a little concerned about what Hattie's going to say that we're going to experience later this week, but so far, so good as far as Wisconsin farmers are concerned. Really, our weather is nothing to be too concerned about right now. I just got off the phone with a couple folks that are in the seed business, and they said that there's a lot of angst with farmers that are in portions of South Dakota, Montana. They are exceptionally dry, and that goes right on into Canada. One other area that we're watching, I just talked this morning with Brian Kuhn from the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture. Looks like there's less interest this year, at least for right now, in producing hemp. Perhaps because we've had some successful growing seasons previously, and now we just have to find a market for it. According to Kuhn, the permit requests that they've received so far, down about 50% as far as processors compared to last year, down about 60% as far as growers for this year compared to last. Now, they'll accept permit applications basically through the year, but he said right now only about 305 processors have requested permits, about 472 growers. Last year, we had more than 1,200 growers that had requested permits by now, so got to keep an eye on what's going on there. Part of the reason why we may not see as much interest in hemp, aside from the heavy discount that crop has experienced is that corn and soybeans are doing so well. Now, today they're a little bit off because the value of the dollars got traders' attention, and there's a lot of talk about inflation. But people are going back out to eat, Mark. Barrel cheese today up 7 1/4 cents again at 176 1/2. 40-pound block cheese is up 3 at 183, and double A butter 2 1/2 cents higher today to close at $1.90 1/2. Restaurateurs are definitely restocking their shelves.
Well, that is some good news.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you, Pam. Let's check out the weather now. Here's Hattie with a cool down.
Yeah, a little bit of a cool down, but I don't think Pam should be too concerned about that just yet. Let's take a look, though. This is the 5-day total precipitation radar estimated across southern Wisconsin. So I can tell you that I had a little bit more than 1.3 inches over the 5-day total for Madison. But this is what you get. Everywhere that you see blue shaded colors, those darker blue shaded into the light blues, that's over 1/2 inch of rain. Most of our area picked between 1 and 1.5 inches of rain over the last 5 days. So some nice rain totals spread out over a nice time, so we didn't have any issues with flooding, which was good news for southern Wisconsin. We definitely needed the moisture. Now going forward, we don't have many chances for rain this week. Slight chances, again, mainly to the north today and then tomorrow, but for the remainder of the week, it's looking pretty dry. Slight chances for rain then return for the weekend into the upcoming first part of next week. It is Severe Weather Awareness Week, though, here across southern Wisconsin, so some things to keep in mind. Now is the time to get prepared for severe weather. We don't have any severe weather in the forecast, which is good, so you can make your plan and practice it. You should make sure to have a severe weather kit handy. Of course, keep batteries and flashlight, extra water, first aid supplies handy. Also, have a way to get the warnings. A weather radio is critical, especially for those overnight warnings, but also our First Warn weather app can keep you updated during the day and the night as well. Determine your safe place at home and at work if you're going to work, and then of course practice your safety plan so when severe weather threatens, you know exactly what to do. Here's a look at our weather track, which is satellite and radar combined. Can't ignore the snow across the northern plains. This area of low pressure is really cut off from the main jet stream, so it's going to sit and spin and slowly meander off to the east over the next couple of days, but that's going to keep snow in the forecast for parts of the Dakotas and northwestern Minnesota, where by Tuesday night they could be looking at anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of snow. Here across southern Wisconsin, relatively warm compared to that, so no snow in our forecast. Again, we had a bit of a hole in the cloud cover early, mid-morning to late morning, but now that is shifting off to the east and getting filled in just a little bit, so more clouds expected this afternoon. Take a look at temperatures. We're in the 50s here across south central Wisconsin, drops to the 40s along the Mississippi River Valley, and then as you get into Fargo, temperatures are only in the 30s. A closer look at southern Wisconsin this afternoon. We have 56 here in Madison, 55 in Watertown. Noticeably cooler, though, as you go through the Wisconsin River Valley over towards Prairie du Chien, where you've been under clouds a bit longer. Our future track forecast model showing you just a chance for a shower or two, mainly north of our area through the day today. A westerly wind, breezy at times, but high temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Overnight tonight, turning partly cloudy. Temperatures will be dropping a little bit further, though. We'll be waking up in the 30s tomorrow morning. Take a look at that extended forecast, and what you'll notice is that those nighttime lows do dip into the 30s as we go through the next week. We have nighttime lows in the mid to upper 30s at times. Then as we head to the upcoming weekend, temperatures get back to near normal. Overall, Mark, a pretty quiet week.
No freezing temps there.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Fingers crossed. You know, we could change things.
All right. Thank you, Hattie. Today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, Howard is using graham crackers to make a delicious dessert. Let's take a look.
Over the years, we've used graham crackers in all kinds of recipes. You know, we've crushed them and mixed them with melted butter to create the die-for crust for everything from cheesecakes to homemade pies. And everyone knows that if you sandwich a chocolate bar and a toasted marshmallow, between a couple of them, you end up with ooey gooey s'mores. But today, I want to show you how to make an easy-as-can-be recipe that turns graham cracker crumbs into a cake that's amazing. We begin by creaming some butter and sugar. Once that comes together, we mix in a good amount of graham cracker crumbs, some eggs, baking powder, milk, and a bit of vanilla. Now, after stirring in some coconut and pecans, we spoon this into a baking dish. Over that goes a pineapple glaze, and into the oven it goes to bake. After it cools, get ready for a cake that's packed with flavor, thanks to the graham crackers. And boy, is it ever moist. To get your hands on our graham cracker cake recipe, all you have to do is check out our website. You know, I think you'll really be missing out if you don't try this one. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sweet change of pace way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here taking your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
With 11% off everything, Menards is your go-to for the best roofing products. Protect your home and upgrade your curb appeal with the perfect roofing solution from Atlas Shingles. Castlebrook shingles are built with beauty, ease, and durability in mind. And with 7 colors to choose from, you'll find a roof to suit you for years to come. All Castlebrook shingles are now 11% off. Save 11% on everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Our Eco Sky windows are airtight. That means they're going to keep out the allergens that could affect your hay fever, sneezing, and other springtime allergies. Call about the Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City Windows right now. Listen to this. They're 114% more airtight than your average vinyl window. Beautiful windows that just open up a room. Now would be a great time to call Mad City Windows during our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 on a house full of new windows. Interest-free financing for 2 years. $100 gift card with purchase. But act now, and we're going to double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Last chance to call in during this program. And we're going to double your gift from a $25 to $50 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is taking your calls at 270-9933. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. It's Monday.
It is Monday. The sun is out, and we're getting there. Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Joy in Avoca. Hi, Joy. What's your question?
Yeah, I've got some raised garden beds, and they've got like a green, like a puffy moss all over the top of it. Do I need to take that off before I can start planting stuff, or can I like till that right into the soil?
Is it on the actual the raised bed part itself, or is it on the soil?
On the soil.
I would take a shovel and get it out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just take a flat shovel and scoop it out and then put it in the trash.
Super.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Becky in Madison. Hi, Becky. What's your question?
Is it too early to plant or to divide hostas? No, it is not. You can go ahead, especially now that they're starting to emerge. Make sure your shovel is really sharp and dig the clump out, lay it down on its side, and then cut it into some pieces, and then you can replant them right away. If you're a little worried about them, you can always use some root stimulator when you water them in. That will help get the roots established a little bit faster. Okay.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right. Thank you.
Here's Ellen in Madison. Hi, Ellen, what's your question?
Oh, yes. I have some violets coming up in my lawn, and I was wondering if there's anything I can spot treat them to remove them from the grass.
Yes, of course, you can always use one of the, like Roundup makes a product for lawns. There's Ortho Weed Beater Ultra, which is a broadleaf specific herbicide that you can use in your lawn. There's also something that's a little bit, I can't remember the name of the product, but we have something that's a little bit stronger than that. And so stop by the garden center and we can get the best chemical for you. But there are herbicides that will kill broadleaf weeds, but not your grass.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Alice in Madison. Hi, Alice, what's your question?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I've just inherited a beautiful hibiscus plant. It's quite tall. It's already blooming. It's got 2 blooms. I'm wanting to take it outside, but I'm wondering, because the temps are so low at night and still in the 30s, how low can I go?
Hibiscus are super tropical, so you are not going to want to have that outside until nights are above 50. Otherwise, it'll do some damage. So hold it in the house for a little while, put it in the brightest spot that you have, and then when the nights are nicer, usually around the end of May, you can put it outside in a sunny spot, and then it will flower all summer for you.
All right.
Oh, great. Thank you. That is exactly what I needed to hear.
Okay. Let's go to Donna in Beloit. Hi, Donna, what's your question?
I want to know what I'm doing wrong with my frosty ferns. I can't make them live very long.
Ferns can be kind of tricky. If they're indoor ferns, you want to make sure that they're not in a spot that's getting direct sun. You want to make sure that you keep them evenly moist. If these are ferns that you have outside, like they're garden ferns, again, you want a place where they're going to get some morning sun, no sun in the afternoon. And you want to make sure that the soil is a moist spot and make sure that it's mulched. And sometimes there are some ferns that are just not going to be happy in the spot where you want them to grow. So it might be time to move on either to a fern that's easier or a different plant altogether.
All right.
They're very pretty, but I can't make it live very long. They're usually out at Christmas time, and it's about half dead right now.
Yeah. It sounds like you just, maybe the spot is a little too bright or you're not watering it enough.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
Thank you. Kelly in Fall River, hi, what's your question?
I've got some rose bushes that bloomed 2 years ago. They didn't bloom last year. And don't think that. Just what do I do to make them bloom this year?
Well, rose bushes, if they're on their own root, it just might be that they're not getting enough sun. You might want to try a fertilizer for them. There are some roses that are not on their own root. So if the new stems are coming from the ground, like below the union, like there's a swollen spot where the graft is, then that is probably not going to bloom. It's really vigorous growth, but it doesn't flower. It would be helpful, you could either bring in a sample of the foliage when it buds out. It's easier for us to tell. You can bring that into the plant desk. Or you can email some pictures to the plant desk, and that's plantdesk@brucecompany.com.
Okay,
We'd
thank
be
you.
happy to take a look.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Yep.
We'll see you soon. Here's Hattie with one final check of your forecast.
And we'll start in Platteville, where we're seeing more cloud cover on the map now. Take a look at our live camera from the Queen Bee Radio building in Platteville. More clouds there right now. Those clouds are headed in our direction here in Madison. Temperatures, though, they're at least in the 50s. It'll be a bit breezy at times this afternoon.
All right, we'll see you back here at 4. Thanks for watching.